Welcome to the Hoosier Tire Fall Final on the DNQ Racing Network. It's a cool night on the short track. The dust is hanging in the lights, and about half this pit area is about 3 to 4 beers deep. Tonight you'll either be a champion or second best. We've got Clements Cups and season titles all on the line. Busch-USAC Pro Cup, the whole circus. If you like calm, organized racing, yeah, you picked the wrong channel.
Yeah, this is the night where points leaders age about 10 years in 35 laps. One mistake, one busted chain, one my bad bro slider, and your nice points cushion turns into 3 angry texts from your wife asking why there's no trophy in the truck.
And it's the short track, man. You're never more than half a straight away from somebody's revenge list. Hoosier Fall Final. This is where friendships, tires, and sometimes engines all go to die. Let's talk about the Pro Cup title fight, because that one is absolutely on the grill tonight.
Yeah, Professor Clutch Works Pro Cup Series. This one got spicy. Damian Jenks was supposed to be in the middle of this thing, then boom, schedule conflict, real life, whatever you want to call it, he's out. So the math board basically erased one name and circled another, Alex Kirk.
Kirk's got 1,300 points, big dude in the red suit, and no, it's not Santa Claus this time. That graphic says it all. Must finish 5th or better to clinch. Right now he's starting the night knowing he doesn't have to win. I talked to his girlfriend earlier today. She said Alex has been a bitch all week, so clearly the pressure is having an effect on him.
Yeah, and you know his crew is giving him plenty of shit.
I talked to owner James Edwards earlier. He said the game plan is boring on purpose. Qualify solid, stay in the top 5. And if the race turns into a bar fight, just back out and let the other guys punch each other.
And meanwhile, Brad McElrath is over there in full send-it mode. He's 38 points back. His graphic literally says must win and have Kirk outside the top 5. Jake Owings is Brad McElrath's crew chief. He said earlier that they weren't going to wait around for anything.
Yeah, if you're McElrath, you don't care about the calculator. Your whole plan is win the race and hope DNQ Energy takes care of the rest.
Then you've got Joe Henning sitting there like that graphic we saw. Needs a biblical flood to hit the earth, and it has to land directly on Kirk and McElrath. He's 78 points back, so he's realistically racing for a trophy in chaos. If the front two have trouble, suddenly that no shot starts looking real.
Henning's dangerous because he's got nothing to lose. Now to the LRD Busch Grand National Championship. Take a look at the graphic. Robert Showalter, 3-time DNQ champ, needs to finish 14th or better, and he's got another trophy to trip over in his garage.
And chasing him is Zach the Nighttime Nightmare Campolonga. You see it on the screen, he has to win, and he needs Showalter 16th or worse. That's not a points gap, that's a prayer request. Zach's going to be driving this thing like it's his last night on a 2-for-1 wristband at the Gentleman's Club.
But if anybody in this field is willing to run the cushion like that, it's Zach. When that 5C is right, he'll put it places sane people don't even walk. The 2025 DNQ Net Positive Cup title comes down to 3 names: Robert Showalter, Jimmy Allen, and Jeremy Murphy. One race at Millbridge to settle it. First up, 3-time DNQ champion Robert Showalter. If he finishes 11th or better, the cup is his. Simple as that.
He doesn't have to win it tonight, but with his record, nobody would be shocked if he does anyway.
Jimmy Allen's path is a lot tougher. He has to win, and he needs Showalter to run 12th or worse.
Yeah, Jimmy's job description is win the damn race and hope Showalter finds the berm or a cockroach at the wrong time.
Jeremy Murphy's a long shot for the championship, but very much in the hunt for Rookie of the Year.
If the front two implode, he's the guy who can sneak in and really screw up everybody's script.
Down in USAC, Stephen Totches has already locked it up. With tonight's entry count, he clinches the 2025 USAC title before they even take the green.
Yeah, that's what happens when you've been beating everybody's aero package all season. Points say champion, but he's still out there trying to add another win to the resume.
He could have brought a lawn chair and a victory cigar, but nope. He's strapping back into the buggy to go bully everybody one more time.
The 1ZT's Dash Series comes down to one more night at Millbridge, and while 4 drivers are technically alive, this trophy is really sitting between Zach Campolonga and Steve Totches. First up, Zach Campolonga, 5 wins this season, back-to-back Dash champion, and the guy everyone's been chasing. Tonight, the job is simple. Finish 13th or better, and he three-peats.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do anything heroic. Just stay out of the junk. Don't let somebody else's mess become his problem, and bring it home inside the top 13.
On the other side, Steve Totches has no safety net. He has to win this race, and he needs Zach to finish 14th or worse to steal the title.
So Steve's running qualifying laps for the full distance. Win the race, then start counting carts between himself and Campolonga.
Yeah, he's basically hoping Zach finds a bad restart, a bad decision, or a bad cart in front of him. Totches is all in. Campolonga just has to not let this go full DNQ on him.
Campolonga controls it from the top. Totches has taken his last big swing. 1 dash race left to decide who takes home the plate. All right, folks, that sets the stage for the championships tonight here at Millbridge. We've laid out the math. Now it's time to watch these guys either cash in or blow it up in spectacular DNQ fashion for the call of all tonight's racing action. We'll send it upstairs to Bill, Bob, and Jay-Z in the booth. Boys, take it away.
The SRI Pole Award goes to Joe Henning with 11.875. And there we go for the season finale. That'll put James Edwards on the pole due to the invert with Casey Esch on the outside row.
Row number 2, Bubba Long and Brad McElrath.
Old Rib Shack and Brandon Wilkinson in the next row.
Looking to finish 5th or better tonight with Joe Henning, who needs a biblical FUD for the win, and Eric Yost.
Colin Hoffner is going to start shotgun on the field. He's going to have a good view of the leaders and the battles in front of him, so we'll probably go on board with him quite often.
Finally racing in his weight class tonight, Jay-Z. Usually he races with the light guys, and we know that he's a chubby guy at heart.
Absolutely no Christmas cookies have ever missed that man. He's here in the right place.
Joe Henning has an onboard camera along with Rib Shack. We're going to see if he can take home this title tonight.
Yeah, he's one spot out right now. He's going to have to pass one car to get himself a championship as we're coming to the green here on the short track.
Green flag is out. Edwards leads the field down into one. And here at the short track, Jay-Z, we got a lot of banking changes, and things get pretty congested there off of turn 2 and 4.
Yeah, there's not much room to work. You'll see guys try to put their right rear up in the banking to try to find some speed. Guys down low, but again, kind of like Richmond coming off of 2 there. It'll get really tight on exit, and they'll really have to fight for his on board here with old Rib Shack. As he's trying to go to the outside, he gets by old Jimmy Jingles there and finds himself P2, looking good for the championship.
Bad boy Bubba Long there, he found a hole and he hit it pretty good there. That puts him in the front of the field.
Yeah, if I'm Rib Shack right now, I'm just catching a draft, save my tires, ride here. All you got to do is finish 5th or better for him, and he's taking home the big prize. But I don't know, Rib Shack, he's going to go after here. He looks like he's trying to lead.
We know you got to stay away from Bubba Long. He's got a little Al-Qaeda in him, so you got to really watch yourself around that guy.
El Akbar around the outside here as Joe Henning has fallen way back. Vince, you got an update for us down on the inside of the track. What do you got?
Guys, listening to the 18 team radio, the message to Alex Kirk right now is basically, for the love of everything holy, do not screw this up. Before the race tonight, I talked with Alex and team owner James Edwards, and there was a very clear blueprint for how they wanted to execute this one. Edwards told me, we're not chasing glory tonight, we're defending the math. Let someone else wreck trying to play hero. Alex just needs to run a grown man race. And Alex echoed the same thing. He said he wasn't coming in here trying to dominate every lap. He even mentioned that this short track has bitten him before, and he wasn't going to fall for the trap of trying to make a lap 2 highlight reel when the whole season is waiting at lap 30. And right now, sitting P2, exactly where they wanted to be. And so far, Kirk is executing the plan perfectly.
Yeah, he definitely is, and that's what they need to do. And thank Vince for his reporting down there. He's having a brewski. We go on board with Joe Henning.
Henning started on pole, fell back, starting to recover slowly here as Rib Shack looks like he messes up. He gives up a spot there to, we're way back in 5th and 6th.
Yeah, no,
Never
that's
mind.
his dad.
I don't know where I
James
am.
Edwards driving a teammate car. They play the game for points here.
Yeah, right now my battle is, or what I'm watching is still that battle for the lead. I'm keeping my eye on Rib Shack. All he's got to do is finish 5th or better, but that taco neck is starting to creep in. You wonder if he can make 15 more circuits around this short track.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't count out Bubba Long either on the taco neck. He'll chief a couple, cigs, hit the vape. But it seems to be working right now. It's just enough for him to take that lead and just hold steady. And like you said, just ride in 2nd place. You do not want to get hit by an Al-Qaeda dirty bomb while you're trying to win a championship.
Now those guys have enough room between them. They've got pretty much the Atlantic Ocean as a barrier right now. As we watch the battle for 3rd, starting to heat up. It's been fairly clean racing so far, but with that 5 to go caution, that always breeds excitement.
Yeah, if you notice, a guy like, who was it there? Colin Hoffner started scratching the field. He's worked his way up to 4th. He needs that 5 to go caution to run down those leaders, but he may have some speed in that car. He's within a 1/10 of a second of our leader here, Long, who's driving a great race so far. but I think he's going to need that caution to help tighten up the field and give him a chance.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of DNQ. You could lead the whole race, and then that 5 to go caution. I mean, at DNQ, we just call it a comp caution, and we know in other big racing series, they just go, oh, somebody blew a tire or they're in the marbles, caution's out.
Yeah, somebody scraped the wall 15 laps ago. It looks like there's a fender washer laying on the front stretch. We're going to have to throw a caution to that.
Yeah. Oops. And it happens to be with 5 to go after every race.
Yeah.
Looks like Hefner's getting the inside there of Brandon Wilkinson for that 3rd position, but the leaders have checked out, and Ribshack's getting dangerously close to that dirty bomb.
He really is, and I love that somebody wearing a sweatshirt and mechanics gloves is leading this race right now. Only the best talent here in the B&Q series, only the finest equipment. Ribshack looking like President Trump on an oil tanker right now. He's sniping that thing down.
And if he tries to
guys out.
Yeah, I was gonna say if Kirk tries to make a pass for the lead, Bubba Long's gonna look like one of those boats in the middle of the ocean getting blown apart.
Yeah, Hefner's trying to get into Casey Heschel. Casey Heschel, he's got a really nice-looking go-kart. And there were guys like Bubba Long that looked like they had used coupons to get something from the drive-thru at McDonald's here on the way to the track. So it's just a great display of what goes on here at DNQ.
Well, we all know that EBT is shut down because the government shut down. So he definitely didn't use his food stamps to get that thing.
Traded him in for tires.
Yeah, he stole that fair and square.
Bubba Long just waiting for that 5 to go caution. He's starting to stretch his legs a little bit here on Alex Kirk.
Yeah, we talked about Ribshack and hitting the taco bar earlier, and it looks like he's starting to fall out of the seat. He might be hoping for that 5 to go caution just as much as the rest of the field.
I think he's going to have to send Yost here. If Yost tries to keep racing in the way he is, he's just got to move him out of the way. He's basically lost a straightaway to Long here at this point, getting stuck in lap traffic.
Brad McElrath needed to win this race tonight, and that was the other factor, too. It's not just finishing 5th. That's if Brad McElrath wins the race. So Alex Kirk's sitting pretty, but we know that 5 to go caution is coming, and there it is. It's out. 5 to go, and we'll see how this plays out. More than one driver needed this. Colin Hefner, Brad McElrath, and we'll see. I mean, Alex Kirk's got to feel good about what he's got right now.
It's been consistent until he got stuck behind lap traffic there, but he's been ripping off really good times in the stopwatch. As we go green here, season on the line for Ribshack on the outside, side by side through 1 and 2, longest to jump as we head down the back straightaway. Henning tied up with McElrath, one of your championship contenders. Oh my, his race has gone to hell in a handbasket, folks.
Major chase implications as Hefner makes the move on Brandon Wilkinson, and he's going to take that 3rd position, but Brandon's going to fight back there on the bottom.
He is, and Ribshack's loving all this action in his rearview mirror. All he's got to do is hold on to 2nd place, but man, he cuts a good corner right there. He pulls up to the back bumper of our leader. He might try to take home 2 trophies tonight.
The McGrib is back, and he's loving it as he's trying to make a move on Bubba Long. Doesn't look like he's got the drive off of the corner.
No, he started off really strong today, but we're going to have Buddy Long take the win, and Ribshack will be your champion.
Bubba Long was celebrating a lap early. That was a white flag.
Got me celebrating a year
skeet.
early.
There's a checkered flag. Alex Kirk is your official 2025 Professor Clutchworks Pro Cup Series champion.
Cool.
Lots of celebrations. Gonna be a tough night. Lots of bro hugs, bro high fives. Nice job, McElrath. Get on the high five. There's everybody down to victory lane. As Kirk celebrates, he's gonna show everybody his butt crack as he squats down and his team celebrating. It's a long season here in D&Q, so I understand it.
A lot of work, a lot of notebooks, all the different configurations we run here. It's a challenge. You're not just showing up running the 5th mile over and over again here. These teams are putting in some work, and it's a well-deserved championship trophy for a big guy there.
Let's head down to victory lane and talk to our winner, Bubba Long.
Jake, present the trophy to Bubba here tonight, picking up the win. Jake DeHaan picking up the win. Bubba, your second win of the season here. Got to be a good way to end the season, picking up end of the season, picking up the win here.
Yeah, it ain't too bad. I think next year I'm going to come out here and really hurt some hearts and break some feelings. I'm going to come out here and fuck these boys up really next year.
So that's the plan? You're going to come out here, you're going to get serious about it? Is that the plan?
Oh, yeah, they done made a few comments, so we're going to come out here and fuck them up every week next year.
What'd they say?
Well, you want to turn somebody right? We can take them to the house.
Whoa, it looks like we're going to have a good time now. Jimmy Live, Jimmy.
I heard it.
You heard it. Jimmy, it's going to be on Jimmy Live TV, too, by the way. Bubba, congratulations. Great way to end the season. And I don't know, I'm jacked up about next year. See what you got. Who all you want to thank on this thing?
Edwards, again, for once letting me borrow your motor. I'm probably the only guy here that don't even own a Predator motor. I borrow it every week. Jason for coming out here and helping me. And Nitro Dick for cutting these tires and doing what he does to them.
All right, Bubba's coming back next year, but he does it from Victory Lane here tonight. Bubba Long is the race winner. Alex Kirk, a second place run, which is great. A championship, which is even better. I saw you fist pumping. Congratulations on a great season and a great finish to the season.
It's been a long time coming. I swear to God, I wasn't going to do this.
Don't cry.
Fuck you. There's children here. No, everybody that, get out of here.
Man.
Everybody that helped out. Mystery Performance, just everything. I mean, we worked our asses off all season. Me and him butt heads on more often than anybody thinks. Different thoughts. In the day, it's his brain. Bill Weidman on the motors, helping us out. Plus Power. LJ Designs.
Wow.
It takes a group effort. Professor Clutchworks, hardest hitting clutches. If you don't have one, you're missing out. Jim supports us. Would you get lost? Go on somewhere. Just thank you to everybody that pitches in. I'm lost for words. It's awesome. It's just really fun to do this. Really happy to put on a good show, and thanking my other half for all the late nights that I come home at midnight and wake her, the dog, and the whole neighborhood up because I'm wandering in after working on them. So just thank you to everybody. Really thankful to be here. Just blessed.
I know you well. We work in the same building. You're with Racing Electronics, I with MRN. You do take this seriously, but you have fun. What's the relief factor right now that you finally clinched the championship?
Oh, I won't have to hear how I managed to step on it. That I came in with a buffer, and you did what? You managed to throw it away. How? No, it's, my boss owns a modified. My other boss owns a midget that runs a chili bowl. There's a lot of pride in race car ownership. So to be able to come out here and put a championship on, even in go-karts as an adult, to be able to put a championship program together for us is really, it's a pride thing. So I'm really happy to be able to take a championship home.
Pride, as you should. Congratulations.
Thanks, sir.
Alex Kirk, your second place finisher and your Professor Clutchworks champion in the Pro Cup ranks. Started last, came up to third. Tell me how that race went for you, Colin.
Well, it's really nice to just see this thing finishing where it deserves to be. Thomas Hesslink is the one that's usually working on this thing, and he's been making so many gains for us. And unfortunately, I had to fill in for him tonight. I hope he gets well soon, and we can see him back out here at Millbridge. But I got to thank everybody with SBRT that makes this enjoyable for all of us. We started doing this because we wanted to remind ourselves of why we enjoyed racing, and this is starting to really do just that.
That is really cool. Mini Millbridge, what's your take on the mini track down here? It's something a little new for us here. We started it a couple years ago. What's your take on it?
I think it's a really good idea because it's bringing back the older idea of what D&Q was when guys were ripping the fence all the way around this place, and utterly it was unsafe in some instances. So for them to be able to try and bring back some sort of two-groove racing that is really competitive, it's a lot of fun. And as far as everybody's headaches, it's probably a little bit safer too. I think it's a really great idea, and it's become a great part of this series.
Really, truly has. Multiple racetracks. That's Colin Hefner, a third-place run here, wrapping it up for the Professor Clutchworks Pro Cup Series here this night and this season.
SKE USAC Series. Stephen Talges not only has locked up the championship, he's also locked up the SRI pole. But due to the invert, Matt Gold and Tom Finney will start on the front row.
Row number 2, Ruth and Patrick Field.
Row 3, Mekhi Hershaw and Carson Dollarhide in the 74.
Matt Holzbauer, past champion, and our pole sitter, Steven Towges.
Row number 6, Ryan Richmond and David Kropp.
That'll round out your field here for the SKE USAC Series. I want to thank SKE Chassis for their sponsorship this year. This class is, when we started, we changed the ghost engines over. It was tough sledding at the start, but starting to come into its own here a little bit. Starting to get good fields, and a lot of drivers coming here and checking it out with that ghost engine. A little bit of a cheaper option.
Yeah, still great performance, though, and great racing here in the DNQ Series as always. We'd love to grow these fields some more for next year, and there's really nothing more that you could want here in these cage cars.
Yeah, so it was like a $600 engine off the shelf and a $150 parts kit from the one vendor you got here.
It's actually cheaper than that. I think it's $350 right now at Harbor Freight, so it's even less than that. Ooh. And if you have one of these chassis and you want to buy a clone engine, you can come run on the Wednesday night shows with the bigger carts here at Millbridge Speedway as well. So you can not only be locked in at D&Q, but you can run a weekly Wednesday night show at Millbridge. Matt Gould going to lead the field. Matt Gould got some truck racing experience with Nice Motorsports, son of Phil Gould, who's a crew chief in the truck series as well. So we'll see how this plays out for him. He's still kind of new to the series. Going to have some fun here. And Patrick Field, hopefully he got his weight right. He was 100 pounds light after the last race. So
you got a lot.
It was very noticeable. As we go green, we'll see what Gould does with Finney. Finney gets up in the loose stuff, and they're all over the place. Towges is involved. David Kropps and Matt Holzbauer as well. It's going to bring out a caution.
Yeah, Net Positive Pool Cleaning, sponsored on Matt Holzbauer's car, and also sponsored the DEQ Series. Love to have him part of the series every year. I hope he comes back next year, and when I'm rich enough to get a pool put in my house, he's going to be the one cleaning it, that's for sure.
Yeah, at least he's not going to steal your wife, right? It's not the good-looking pool guy.
I hope. No. I don't know.
Well, if your wife's a chubby chaser, you never know, right?
Yeah. How do you think I got
Watch out,
there?
Jay-Z.
I'm well aware.
All right, maybe you could use Matt, but send somebody else to your house to clean it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Send SoCal or somebody like that. Oh, I love talking smack about our sponsors.
Yeah, I need somebody professional and successful to clean my pool, so I know my wife will. Yeah.
Only in D&Q can you sponsor the series and the announcers just talk smack about you the whole time.
Yeah.
And your business. Well, here we go. Looks like Patrick Fields actually got in the lead. And he's got his weight right. And Carson Dollarhide there in the second position. He's done so well in these cars. If he had started the season racing in this series, he may have had a shot at the championship this year, but he's got a shot at the lead right now.
Dollarhide and his dad have done well in the flat carts, right? They've both shown some speed, but in the buggies here, he's really come on late, and he's coming on right now, giving Fields about all he can handle. I know Fields can hear him off of his back left shoulder there. He's got some action further back in the pack. Tatujas, our series champion, trying to make his way back through the field and have a good showing here. He's one of the SKE chassis, trying to get a spot away for third place here from Dollarhide.
Look at Mekhi Hershaw. Hershaw is now entered the battle as well. He's going to make a move to the inside of Dollarhide. He make a shot for the lead here as they make a little bit of contact.
Whoa! Yeah, tight racing for the lead there as Dollarhide really tried to get after it. He saw Mekhi Hakkinen get to his inside and figured out he needed to go, but Mekhi fell back some, and Dollarhide put it up on the berm, and he's trying to cut some good laps here and stretch his legs. Take another shot at that top spot.
There it is. Patrick Field goes a little sideways. Looks like he's bouncing around a lot, but I want to give Tony RC a shout-out, the guy who owns that 25 machine. He does a really good job prepping his stuff. As they lose a lead now, and the attention goes on Dollarhide. There's got to be something wrong with that 25 machine. He's losing a lot of ground and quickly.
Maybe those pressures are just set a little too high, so now that the tires are starting to heat in them, they're starting to come up. That cart's just falling off. But look at the arrow on the Dollarhide machine. Nothing really on the roof, right? Air going over the roof through the bars, but that huge sail on the side of the go-kart is not doing good enough as he steps on his wiener and drives over the berm on two. And Mekhi Hershaw, with his kind of split approach to his aero profile on his go-kart, takes the lead, and starts driving out of his life. Vince, you got an update for us from the track. What do you got for us?
Guys, I just talked to the 0-2 camp, and let me tell you, Steven Taches is out here driving like a man who already paid off his mortgage. Because he has. He's clinched the USAC title. There is zero pressure on that kart right now. The team was joking that they took the calculator off the pit box and replaced it with a cooler of celebratory brewskis because they're keeping it classy. Crew Chief Matt Holzbar told me he's having to remind Steven to calm down a bit. Quote, "He's racing like it's an arcade game now, Vince. We might need to unplug him." Taches is basically out here on a victory lap that lasts 30 laps.
Well, thanks, Vince, as we're watching the field race. Harshaw in the lead. Dollarhide still trying to get over, stepping on it. And here comes Taugis. Taugis was involved in that wreck right off the start of the race. Seems like he's coming to the groove now and starting to run everybody down.
Yeah, he finally decided to show up, or I don't know, maybe his leaders are kicking in and he's on some better air pressure than everybody else right now. Track's running. You see that ultra black groove starting to form there, especially on the top side with these faster karts on the track right now. I'm going to keep an eye on that for later on in the night to see if any strategy pulls out or maybe we get some big sliders.
I'm surprised we haven't seen tire bleeders here in DNQ. No rule against them, but, I don't know if people just don't want to run them. I don't even know if you can set them that low. No, speaking of low, Finney is around in turns 1 and 2, and David Crops, to avoid him, hops up over the berm. Let's see what happened again. Oh.
Where's Crops? Like all he had to do was just turn under.
That's all right. It's a better story if he didn't.
It's for the fans.
Yeah, very arca.
We got Matt Gould up there in 4th position as Taugis now battling for that 2nd position. He's going to take it away from Dollarhide, and Matt Gould doing a great job as well as Holzbauer floats the nose through there for the 5th position.
Yeah, Gould's son of DNQ legend Phil Gould, who had a great run here in the DNQ series. We got a couple parts up on that
Ryan
side.
Richmond goes around, driving for Dirty Air Donald Colwell. Haven't said that name in a while.
Ooh, yeah. Great to see, people that have to step out. Oh, we got one up in smoke here. Can't tell if that's a motor or a tire. Not a great sign for that number 8 machine, though.
Teresa gets him again. Looks like a flat tire on that number 8 machine.
Yeah. Yeah, great to see, though, drivers that had to step out of the car for one reason or another. Dirty Air Caldwell being one of them. Still love to see him around in the DNQ pit area. You go down there, get yourself a cold one, and
Harshaw discards one of the cockroaches, and that opens the door for Taugis, who's going to take the lead. Wow, that was domestic violence at its best.
Old Bobby Brown impersonation there.
Yeah. It's going to bring out the caution.
Yeah.
Harshaw dumping some lap traffic, which they should have been out of the way. And there we go. Green flag. We're back underway.
We got Gould. Fell back for a while. Back up into 4th spot as Tautugis is giving... Oh! Dollarhide. Mixed it up.
Yeah. Oh, look at that run Harshaw got. That was a great move by him, and he's going to take the lead away from Taugis.
Yeah, Harshaw just keeping it nice and tidy, waiting for Taugis to slip up. He's the series champion here in the USAC series. Don't often see mistakes out of him, but that was one, and he gave up the top spot for it.
Sounds like he's going to win the Wednesday night championship as well. So he's got 2 championships this year. He's finally got his stuff together. But right now he's running second to Harshaw as the Teresa Earnhardt snipered machine of Mickey Roop is going to go ahead and roll around the racetrack. Now you wonder, why is he still doing that? Well, he could finish second in points as the white flag is out for Harshaw, and that does pay a little bit of money. And coming out of 4, Mickey Harshaw is going to take the first win of his career tonight here on the short track.
Big night, getting him to the sushi bar.
So down to victory lane where Post is with Harshaw.
All right, we have our trophy presentation. Jake going to bring that trophy in, celebrating his birthday here. So let's get that trophy over here. Present that to Mackay.
Congratulations, good job.
Thank you.
Nice job. How about that? Mackay, congratulations. What a great run.
Man, the car was awesome. I was so tight on the top in 1 and 2 and just couldn't figure it out. And I was like, you know what, the worst I could do is try the bottom. So I tried the bottom, went to the bottom, and luckily enough, there was enough mud there to actually make it rotate. And it was just really good. Those last 5 laps, I never even cracked the throttle, so the car was so good.
How much fun is it when you can just bury it in there like that?
It's just so fun. These bull rings, I'm just so good at them. They're a blast, especially when you got 2 lanes. You can multiple something, but this is just the most fun.
That is really, really cool. Who are some of the folks that bring you here and help get you to Millbridge Speedway Victory Lane?
Big thanks to Bubba. Everything. I owe him everything. Austin Pless, Kyle Beatty, SKE, LJ Designs, Logistic Edge, and all the guys that helped me, especially Ashton, Jason, Chase. They're a big help, especially since I started racing. But there at the end, I owed Hodges one for running me in the infield. So
there you go, absolutely. Owed him one. That's it. Mackay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Mackay Harshaw picks up the win. In a row for second place. Steven, Mackay says you ran him in the infield. What was up with that?
Okay, sure. Anyways, net positive pools, great night. Matt finished third, but he's not down here because he's got to switch, get on his cup. Good night, kids. The wife at home let me play around. You can decide. The restart, I got pushed off the racetrack, so whatever.
Wild Millbridge stuff, that's for sure. What's it mean to win the championship here?
It means pretty good. We worked a long, hard season. Thanks to Matt, Mike Melton, Sokol, all them. Long road. Took a while, but all the configurations. Thank you. Ashley and Jeremy do a hell of a job with the road course, short track, Darlington, and even the big track. And this thing's been rolling all year, so we'll just keep plugging.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. See you.
There he is.
LRD Busch Series, Coleman Dollarhide will get the pole with 11.352. Due to the invert, he'll start about 5th. That'll put Will Monroe and Jay Kupala in that Camaro on the outside row.
We're number 2, Jake Owings and the Vampire.
Carson Dollarhide and championship contender Bobby Showtime.
Pole sitter Coleman Dollarhide and Hayden Wooten.
Isaac Love and Patrick Boyndy, row number 6.
Next row is Joey Hellbrun and Jeff Swearingen.
Jason Johnson and Tyler Deering, who's back in action.
Jacob Weidman and Carl Haas.
Clayton Jewell and Matt Murphy in the 87M.
The Hanson brothers, Mbop, will be in the next row.
Being a bop means something else these days, though.
Yeah.
You remember that? I remember, like, when I was a kid, I went to elementary school, was like, oh, those Hanson chicks are hot. I'm like, they're all dudes.
Gay.
Those Hanson chicks are pretty good looking. Yeah, they're all guys. All right. Zach Campbell on the outside car camera. Should have known then, huh?
Yeah.
Will Monroe. You know, you can tell he's from the South because usually you'd spell it Monroe, but it's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Green flag is out. Oh,
Nah.
Campbellonia sideways.
No!
Showalter gets a
Major championship implications.
Major chase implications. Problems. Campbellonia around. It's a tough way to start a championship bid. Let's see what happened.
The Nighttime Nightmare.
Well, looks like his boss may have got in there. It's one way to win the title. Probably not on purpose.
I wonder if the pole sitter here checked up a little bit and he just, he just got ran over by the looks of it.
Monroe in the box. Kupala on the outside. They fire at the same time, and we're green. I love that Camaro nose on Kupala's card. Like, oh, more of them. Oh, some of these guys cannot drive. Here comes Dollarhide.
Series here.
Due to the invert, he had to
3 wide
start
into
about 5th.
3.
He's going to take the lead and the caution's out.
We got somebody just hold the front.
Jory
Number
Helbra
two.
just giving up the ghost here early on.
Showalter up to 3rd. The cream always rises to the top, brother. I love this short track. I love the you can run multi-lanes. You can hold serve with the guy on the bottom lane. The top's not a big detriment. It's way better than that prep racing.
Yes, absolutely. There's more room to run. Even on the short track, you'll see 2 grooves develop here. It's great to see the racing that develops in this track as we have people hopping the berm left and right. You can see Bobby Showtime, if you watch him, he's running right up against the white line where everyone else is like a half cart length down. So maybe they're giving up a little bit of speed, and you need to see the doctor work here as he's hanging on to 2nd place behind Coleman Dollarhide, our pole sitter.
Oh, the chain's off.
Oh, our leader used it
Coleman
up
jumped the
all
cush,
over.
and he blew the chain off of that thing. That gives Showalter the lead.
Terrible.
Yeah, major. Oh, we got another one off the pace there.
He's going to slow roll that bitch off the racetrack as the caution is out. Off the racing groove, but for safety reasons, Dollarhide's going to put the chain back on, come back out. Sucks. That's the problem, man. You can chance it trying to get a good run off the corner, but if you get a little too much, Jay-Z, you get off the track and that chain has just got nowhere to go.
Yeah, you want to run as little drag in that drivetrain as possible on these oval carts here, this LTO stuff, and you leave the chain a little too loose, and it hops right off on you as we got people all over the place fighting for that narrow groove off of 2 there.
Yeah, I mean, they make things called chain guards that really help the chain from coming off. I mean, some of these guys could invest in one of those and not fall out of the race.
Yeah, but it's
Inflation
rotating
and 30
weight.
racks
They don't want
costing.
that.
Amen, bro.
Yeah, right, okay.
Nighttime Nightmare making his pilgrimage back to the middle of the pack, trying to get to the front. Got a long ways to go still. No, Jay Kupala's around.
Whoa!
And that just 5 or 6 of them off the track. Let's see what happened here. Heilburn got a little sideways. Cameraman about got killed, and all the Hansen sisters just jumped the curb. I mean, brothers. All right, Carson Dollarhide, Showalter, your leader, got the jump there. And we're back green.
I tell you what, that 11 cart looks good. I think it's a Jason Johnson in that 11 cart right now after it won the Cup race earlier, or tonight, our Pro Cup race earlier. It's a hole in the mail. They got a good setup in that piece.
Absolutely. Kupala's all over the place. He's swatting flies down the backstretch. The Busch Series got a lot of entries, man. I think we had over 16 carts here tonight. Another 8 machine snipe by Teresa. But this series is a great series and a very competitive one.
Yeah, I love to see the racing here in the DNQ series back for positions that don't pay a dime. I mean, we're 3 wide here for 5th right now. That doesn't pay anything in the DNQ series. And we are just beating and banging and tearing stuff up. I love it.
It is a shame we had to issue a bulletin to the drivers about the stylized numbers they've been running. We understand there was a lawsuit on the way because intellectual property was being threatened, and Vince may have an update on the subject. I'm not sure.
Guys, I just checked in with the 5C pit, and yeah, it's not looking good for Zach Campolonga tonight. They told me, quote, Vince, we didn't bring a race cart. We brought a shopping cart with 1 wobbly wheel. Campy's been fighting that thing since they rolled it off the trailer. Zach radioed in a few laps ago and said the cart feels like it's trying to leave the racetrack emotionally and physically. They've already made 2 track bar adjustments, 1 tire pressure change, and what the crew described as a prayer and pep talk. None of it has worked. The big issue? The center off speed just isn't there. He's rolling into the corner like he's towing a fishing boat, and everyone else is slicing through like they've got nitrous bottles strapped to the seat. Unless something wild happens, and this is DNQ Busch, where the wild is the default setting, Campolonga's title hopes are slipping away lap by lap.
And that we're seeing that, Vince, is I don't really foresee him winning this championship tonight, if I'm going to be honest.
He's got more work to do than an ice agent right now. That guy's got to get on his horse and get up there.
Yeah, is that a concern for the Dash Series tonight? We know he's got another championship to win. Is that concerning for him?
If I was him right now, I'd be very concerned. And if I was his crew, I'd be back there working on that other machine, doing exactly the opposite of what they did to this. But like I talked about that Ultra Black Groove earlier, it looks like it's really come around. So that middle and top appears to be the preferred lane. So some of these guys who practiced a little bit earlier in the night without all that grip down, they might have been around the bottom. So that's a much tighter corner. You're going to need a lot more stagger. You're going to change your air pressure, the slip angle in the front tires. You know, that changes all the underbody flows on these cars. So that might even change what their aero configuration is going to be. So those boys better get back there working on that machine if they're going to try to win a second championship.
Yeah, that's correct. All things to factor in here is Campolonia just really suffering here right now, bleeding out.
He's fighting for his life back in, what is it, got to be 10th or 11th place right now as Bobby Showtime's still working on putting him a lap down here. A little shout-out for Will Monroe, too. He started up front, and he's been hanging on for the most part. He's still up there fighting for contention, maybe a spot on the podium, if you will. As Zach Capolonia, he's about to go a lap down. It's just not looking good for him right now. Kind of like the looming midterms. I don't know if he's going to come ahead with a win.
Yeah, he's turned into a cockroach. He went from a vampire to a cockroach now. He's officially lap trapped.
Yeah, not looking good. I mean, when you're wheel to wheel with Matt Murphy, things are just on the bad side of town. You know, he's really got to figure something out. Maybe this 5-to-go caution, he can crank some rounds in the shock or let some air out of the left rear or something to get that thing to cut. But I mean, he's going to have to be a bat out of hell here with 5 to go.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, you're already screwed, right? You're Doug Flutieing it. You're just throwing shit at it, and hopefully it works. Showalter this is like watching Bob Ross paint a painting right now. There it is. 5-to-go caution. We'll see what happens here. It looks like Showtime's got this thing wrapped up. Remember, he had to finish 16th or better if Campolonia won the race. So odds are that's probably not going to happen tonight, if I had to guess. We'll see. Monroe in the third position, JZ, as you talked about earlier. Matt Murphy having a good run there in the sixth position as we go green.
Interesting to see Bobby Showtime take the outside. Dollar Hide on the inside there as Jake Owens gets turned around and someone's almost on their head.
No. Commentator's curse there on Will Monroe, huh?
Yeah, he can blame us for that one.
Bobby Showtime out there loving what he's seen. Oh, God, we're upside down. We lost somebody out. The DNQ ejection seat worked on that number 5 machine. Everybody's okay.
The nighttime nightmare is upside down.
That is the safety initiatives here in DNQ.
You can see the arrow stuff under there. He puts his Hey Dude back on. That thing's in trouble.
Yeah. You see the inflation vest came off of him. That is another DNQ safety initiative.
Wow, nothing you can do there.
Whoa!
Nothing you can do there. I mean, they cut right in front of him. He was in the gas. Very Ryan Preece when he hit Larson. Look at this.
Very Ryan Preece.
I'm sailing away. I mean, what was louder than that was his mother screaming as he was flipping. We heard it from the stands. All right, single file because these guys can't handle it double file. Go back greens. Campolonia's got to do a lot of work if he's going to win that Dash Championship now. That's the risk that you run running in 2 different series with the same card.
Yeah, right now Bobby Showtime got about a car length lead right now, and he's nice and calm. This is his comfortable spot right here out in front of everybody. All he likes to see is clear racetrack. Got another 2-3 car lengths that time on the second and third place machine as they're battling, and looks like Bobby Showtime is going to be the guy to take it home tonight.
White flag in the air for Robert Showalter, and you're looking at the guy with the most wins in DNQ history. He's going to add another one to it and another championship as he comes off a 4. Robert Showalter, your winner tonight and your champion in the LRD Busch Series. Send it down to Steve Post, who's in victory lane with Showalter.
Bobby winning the championship in the race. Congratulations. Let's talk a little. Oh, the crowd's going wild. Talk about that race. How good was that cart? Man, I'll tell you, it just seemed like you had that outside just nailed here tonight.
Yeah, so it wasn't that good in practice and qualifying, and we messed with some air pressures, and it came to life. So, yeah, it was a top side over there and top side over there, and I was just hoping on the restarts no one knocked me off the track. I really just wanted to come and finish the race and finish 10th, and I was up in the front, so I was like, I might as well just stay here and keep going. So, awesome year we had this year. I hate that for Zach wrecking like that. That's crazy. He got sideways in front of me, and there was traffic behind me pushing me, and I think I just finished him off. So, unfortunately, that happened, but let's go try to do this in Cup and do it all over again. I think he's asking me to race my Busch cart and dash because the other one's it's junk. So, let's go get the other ones together.
4 wins this season. You were able to do it on all 4 configurations here at Millbridge. That has to say a lot as well with the challenges that each one brings.
Yeah, I actually took the last 2 days off of work to work on all these go-karts and get them ready. Rebuilt motors, made sure the motors were all legal, made sure everything was legal. I didn't want to lose it that way, so went through everything the last 2 days, and we were dynoing motors, and we were, getting the tires right and cutting them and re-grooving them and everything you got to do to run for a championship. So
appreciate you hanging with us here. Congratulations on the Busch Series. We'll see you in a minute in the Cup Series.
All right, thank you.
Second place run for Carson Dollarhide down here. Carson, solid way to finish. You didn't get the win, but solid way to finish the season off.
First off, congrats to Bobby. That's awesome. I made a lot of mistakes early in the year, and it's just being young, but it was a hell of a race. It was chaos every lap, I wasn't the fastest out there. I was too tight getting into 3, but I'm just glad we finished there.
Good to have a finish. Solid way to end the season as well for you guys. Top 5 in the point standings. Been really solid across the board. It's got to be good to put the cart away in one piece and get ready and regroup again.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. I want to thank Boomer for the chassis. Just me and my dad working on these things, and everybody that comes and helps me, Peyton for spotting. So,
congratulations.
Thank you.
Carson Dollarhide, what a season. Wraps it up with a second-place run here in the Busch Series.
Net Positive Pool Services Cup Series. The SRI Pole Award goes to Jeremy Murphy. With an 11 flat. Holds Bowers on the pole with Curtis Markham on the outside pole.
Hell yeah. One pole for the series. Bobby Showtime, who just took it home and on its back mark.
Jimmy Allen Jr. and Brandon Hughes in Bobby Showtime entry.
Steve Herring and our pole sitter Jeremy Murphy.
Tony RC and Dick Reeves.
Joe Hughes and Dean Wyrick.
Ryan Morgan and Alfredo Hidalgo.
You seriously need to get some
Yeah,
pictures.
I'll get around to it.
Come on, man.
They don't have Facebook. Like, you try to look up some of these go-kart guys. They're not big on Facebook.
Well, goddamn. They barely have telephones.
That's correct. There might be a flip phone out there somewhere. Guarantee it.
I don't need them revenuers finding out where I live. I don't want them to get a hold of me.
Yeah. Bunch of Nokia bricks out there.
Don't you love it, like, when you go to, like, football practice or baseball practice and you talk to one of the parents next to you sitting there in the field, and then they come up as people you may know on Facebook that they're not tracking your ass with it?
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. You got to do better than that. I'm not going to do Facebook because I don't want them tracking me. Well, guess what? They're tracking you no matter what, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
They got ways, bro. They got ways. Oh, what? I want to thank the Cup Series guys for coming out here and filling out this field tonight. It's been a really good series to watch grow, and it's our longest series. Jeremy Murphy is an in-car camera. We know from experience racing this series from 2010, 2011, 2012. It's been a lot of fun to keep it going.
Yeah, these are the big dicks out here. This is the race everybody wants to win. Stands are packed. spotters are up there. They're all tapping their foot. They're nervous. They're ready to get this thing underway. This is what everybody comes here with, Cup Series.
Yep, big dicks only here in the Cup Series, no doubt. All right, let's see what happens. Holzbauer, a past champion in DNQ, gets the green flag, and he gets the jump as they head down into one.
Hell yeah, back out front where he belongs. Great to see him out here leading some laps as looks like Thomas Backmarkham slides into second place. Man, he got that short track setup tuned in on that son of a bitch. It looks like he's got his old man right behind him, too.
Oh, yeah.
About to be in the Markham sandwich here is Jimmy Allen. He's going to slide her up on Curtis, and he is dangerous at this track. Now, we talked about the Clements Cup. Clements Cup is a driver who scores the most points on the short track. Oh, Thomas Markham got his hand up.
Whoa.
I don't know what's going on. Must have a caution is out. Oh, there it is. We've got a caution.
You got Denny Hammer on.
Yeah, that was Richard Reeves who went for a spin as we go back green here in the restart zone. So Jimmy Allen, if he outruns Showalter, he's going to win the Clements Cup, and that's the short track champion, the guy who scores the most points on the short track.
What's Holzbauer doing?
Oh, Curtis Markham goes around. All the older guys have red carts. Dean Wyrick, Richard Reeves, Curtis Markham.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Why do you think that
I don't know. Red Rockets. Here we go.
Don't hit me.
That's a good point. That is a very good point.
All right. Holzbauer was our leader. He's falling back to fourth now. Thomas Backmarkham started on the outside pole. He's back to third. But really, the race is over. We're jumping right rears here on the front stretch. That's a new move here in the DNQ series. We got a couple coming off the back stretch. My God, it's just pure mayhem in the Cup Series right now.
Stephen Herring's off the racetrack. We got a graveyard back here in the back stretch. The problem is the third feature of the night or the fourth one, and the beers are running deep now, and the mechanical failures are coming.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
No lug nut checks here in DNQ. No special cameras and monitors. Not kind of on the honor system. As Jimmy Allen Jr. gets a great start on the outside. Thomas Markham almost wads it up in front of the whole field there. Reeves trying to get by, can't do it. Now it's the two favorites to win tonight, I dare say. Bobby Showtime and Jimmy Allen Jr. running away was, Reeves almost gets turned by Holzbauer.
Wow. A lot
Jeremy
of domestic
Murphy
violence
coming
back
down
here.
the inside.
Looks like an old episode of Cops.
Yeah, I was talking with some of the race engineers on the grid before the race started. I said, what kind of changes are you making here before the feature? And every one of them had at the top of the checklist, torque left rear. And Vince was there too. Let's go down to him and see what he's got.
Guys, quick update from down here up front. It is all Jimmy Allen all the time. He is absolutely hanging it out because for Jimmy, this isn't just another win. He's chasing that Clements Cup tonight, already has the Nup Cup from the Darlington layout, and he's trying to stack trophies like they're rewards points. And look who's riding shotgun. Robert Showalter in second, just cruising. He does not have to win this race. With the way the points are shaking out, he's perfectly happy to sit there, stay clean, and let Allen go full hero mode. The 5-cart radio is basically, don't do anything dumb, bring the big trophy home. Allen, on the other hand, knows the season championship is probably slipping away, but he's building a ridiculous resume. Nup Cup champ, maybe Clements Cup champ, and trying to beat the guy who's about to be series champ straight up on the short track. So up front, you've got Jimmy Allen racing for legacy, and right behind him, Robert Showalter racing for hardware. One swinging for the win, the other's guarding the title, and so far, everybody's playing their role perfectly.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing out here, Vince, and we've got another caution on lap 13, and my goodness, these guys, something happens with the blood flow to the brain when they put the helmets on. Is Jeremy Murphy going to try to make the run at Jimmy Allen? Jimmy Allen, there's rumors that Showalter is going to retire from full-time Cup Series racing next year. Is Jimmy Allen the guy? Is he really the guy to win the title next year?
Not if Holzheimer has anything to say about it. Looks like he's putting some effort into his series here. He's running in the second place. No, we're in the infield. We were on board with, I don't know who the hell this is.
Jeremy Murphy wanted to see what the road course looked like still.
Yeah.
Yeah, JC, what do you think?
Jimmy Allen might be the
Is
guy,
Allen the guy next year? I mean, what do you think?
When he shows up, he's always a threat to win. He's putting a straightaway in the field right now in the short track. I think he's got the full program. You know what I mean? He makes the other guys look like part-timers. I think he's the odds-on favorite. If I'm in Vegas, I'm putting my second mortgage on Jimmy Allen Jr. to win next year.
You know, if I'm Bobby Showtime, though, just because I'm retiring doesn't mean that I'm not going to be a car owner. So if I'm the owner of that 5 car, I'm probably putting somebody like Dan Eisenhower or Tim Nye or one of those guys who, James Stanley, who really knows how to get it done in the VAQ series. He can still win a ton of races as a team owner.
That's a good point. And, you can go the Tony Stewart route. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I know his son is wanting to get into it, and that could be a tricky deal. Hopefully it's more like a Keelan Harvick situation and not a Stephen Wallace situation.
Yeah, a Ty Gibbs situation. Cole Custer situation.
Holzbauer's holding his own, man. Pretty happy for him having a good run here tonight. But he's just not going to service the pool at my house. We've made that established.
It's too strapping.
Yeah, that's it. If one thing I got to say is have net positive service your pool, but don't have Holzbauer be the guy doing the servicing because he might not just service your pool. Got to be careful.
I hear things.
Yeah, and it's not like he's out there looking for it. They just throw themselves at him. So, yeah, here we go. Jimmy Allen, your leader. And it's something about this track and the Darlington track, tracks with skill. Allen's all over it. He loves running the high side of these racetracks.
Yeah, he's definitely good at it, too. Looks like he's going to, as long as something bad doesn't happen, he's probably going to take it home tonight. He's starting to catch some lap cars. That might get a little fun for him because they're 2, 3, 4 wide here.
Yeah, the Ukraine flag may fly at these cockroaches, JC.
Yeah, Wyrick's trying his best to hang on here. Joe Hoosier is kind of like a moving chicane in the middle of the track. Now they're 3 wide right in front of our leader. We'll see if he can get through here cleanly as he gets within 3 or 4 car lengths of the slower traffic here.
Yeah, number 66 and being slow is like peas and carrots. Here comes Jimmy Allen right up on the back bumper. He's going to have to pick his way through these lappers methodically. And oh, God, we don't know what line he's going in. No. Ukraine flags out for all these guys, and I don't know if he was aware that was for him.
Or what lap or corner he's in.
Yep.
There it is. The 5 to go caution is out. Thomas Backmarkham having a good run.
Yeah, he's doing good. He's recovered. He fell back a little bit from that front row, but he's running P4 right now. Him and Holzbauer side by side. Is old man Markham's still in it too up there in the 6th spot.
There
with
he
Reeves
goes.
Coming down the inside.
And he's gone.
He saw the butterscotch pudding waiting at home. He said, "I gotta go get there and get it."
Yeah, fair enough. Here we go. Showalter pretty much has got this championship locked up as long as he stays on Allen's bumper. I think he had to finish 11th or better if Allen won the race, and looks like he is going to do that. But Allen is just tearing it up trying to win that Clements Cup.
Yeah, he had the win today. It looks like he's at least going to do his part. Just need a little bit of luck with it. And, sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes you got to take what's left.
Showalter not catching him there as the white flag is out. For Jimmy Allen Jr., he's going to run the bottom. We'll see what he does here in 3 and 4. It doesn't really matter anyway. He's going to go ahead and take the dub and the Clements Cup Championship with that checkered flag. Let's send it down to Steve Post, who's in victory lane with Jimmy Allen Jr.
We are seeing genius. We are seeing genius here in Victory Lane. Jimmy Allen drinking out of the cup. Bobby Showalter in here again. Congratulations.
It's so cold I throw this on it.
Yeah, that's a waste of good beer anyhow. So, Jimmy, congratulations. You did what you needed to do. Bobby did what he needed to do as well, but it has to be good to finish the season on a high note.
Yeah, I was afraid of that, Bobby doing what he needed to do. But, yeah, you think back about the whole season and all the things you could have done better and things you wish you would have done differently. And, so it's a bittersweet night. It's fun to run a full season. Again, I haven't ran a full season since I was in high school, I think, or just out of high school. I finished second in points that year, too. So I'm like Mark Martin, I guess. Just can't get it done. So we'll see. We'll see how everything goes for next year. If we can pick up some sponsorships, that'll make things a lot easier. Shout out to my wife, Dee, at home. Elena, we got a baby due on Friday, so they weren't able to make it out tonight. So got to go check my phone, make sure they're still okay. We don't have a baby tonight. So we're going to go easy on the Busch Lattes and reminisce about a good year.
A good year indeed. Good luck with that baby, and enjoy that Busch Latte out of the trophy. That's pretty cool as well.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you.
There we go. Jimmy Allen Jr. picks up the win to wrap up the season here tonight. 2 for 2 on the championships, Bobby. What's the relief factor like now that you've got both of them clinched?
I wish that thing drove a little better tonight, but congratulations to Jimmy Allen. Hard-fought race, hard-fought year. He was right there keeping me in line. This was just too tight. It just wouldn't turn in a 40-acre field, to be honest with you. So we'll go back and work on that thing. But yeah, really cool. We won 2 championships. I think I'm going to retire from Busch and Cup next year, and possibly run Buggy and see if we can win a championship in that. And the only one I won't be able to win a championship is Pro Cup because I'm not big enough. So we'll run USAC next year. We'll give some other guys a chance to win some championships, and hopefully my guys can get their shit together on my trailer and win a Cup championship out of there. So every lap, every caution that came out, it was my guys that were throwing chains or they were stopped on the racetrack. I'm like, what are we doing? So yeah, cool year this year. I want to thank all the guys back at the shop for all the work we put in day and night, and we literally always wait till like the last 2 days to put these things together instead of having them ready. So that's how we roll. So maybe if I worked on that a little bit longer, maybe I get to turn a little better.
Bobby, you came into this, you needed 14th in the Busch Series and 11th here. That sounds easy, but how challenging, how different, how nerve-wracking is that going through these karts to make sure you can do that?
So I really couldn't trust that kart on the outside like I could the Busch kart. So I was kind of driving shallow in the corner and just watched Jimmy pull away from me all the time. But I was like, I just need to, right here, I don't think no one's really pressuring me from behind, so I'm just going to chill here in second. That's all I need to do. And yeah, just great year. Just want to thank everybody and thank Jeremy and Ashley and Eddie DeHop for putting on the series and letting us race here.
Well, good stuff, that's for sure. Congratulations again on double championship.
Awesome, thank you.
Bobby Showalter, a 2-time champion tonight and this season here at Millbridge Speedway. Podium finish, picked up a buggy podium finish, and then here in the Cup Series, I dare say, maybe not as good as Bobby Showalter tonight, but we'll let him get out of here. Not as good as that, but solid finish to the season for you, Matt.
Yeah, for first time back in the Cup Series in about a decade, I figured I ought to start racing it since I sponsor it, and I'm satisfied. Brand new Phantom kart, first time out, was close to him. I still need a little bit more. I kind of suffering the same as Showalter, but it was fun to be able to at least race with him. Thank my wife Elisa at home for letting us come out and play. Steve Talges, he sets all this stuff up for us all the time, so it's been great. And Jeremy and Ashley letting us play 5 different configurations out here all year is fun too, so it's good.
How cool is it to be back doing this?
Oh, it's fun. You know, my bones tell me I'm a little bit older doing it now, but it is definitely fun, that's for sure. I've missed it, so the no prep rule is what got me back in the game for sure.
Matt, congratulations on a great finish, and we do appreciate your support around here as well as one of our partners here at the Speedway.
You got it. Thanks, guys.
Matt Holtzbauer picking up his second podium finish here, this time in the Net Positive Pool Services Cup Series.
All right, 1ZT's Dash Series. Steven Sokol, who's doing very well here in this series here, will get the SRI Pole Award. That puts Patrick Bridey and Casey Meyer in the front row.
Stephen Talges and Christian Breyer, row number 2.
Joel Farlow, and Roger Diebold.
Zach Campolonia in a backup cart. He could not fix his primary with Steven Sokol in the outside row.
David Hutchins and Zane Smith.
David Hall and Matt Carrickier. Something like that.
Yeah, there they are.
Bowers.
Look at those guys. Double Dales. Kyle Larson.
Oh, my.
So Zach Campolonia's in Showalter's cart from the Busch Series race as a backup. So I'm sure they didn't get the setup done in it. He's just around here to limp. 16th or better, as long as Tao just wins the race. Looks like that's going to happen. I don't think we really have to worry about that. I think there's one cart. If I remember correctly, he had one cart he had to beat tonight to win that title. So we'll see if it gets interesting or not.
Anything can happen here in the DQ series.
Maybe it was 12th. Yeah.
That thing can lawn dart off 4.
Oh, yeah.
Not number 1.
Yeah. Casey Meyer will have the Oscar Mayer Wiener in-car camera for tonight. And Dash Series, more of a beginner series. But, if you're Zach Campolonia, it's been your home. He's got 2 championships here in this class. We start seeing guys like Patrick Bridey and a couple others. Just give it a shot. Why not? You got 0 stagger in this class. That's the cool part about it. Small tires all the way around.
Definitely got to get creative to make these things turn. As we go green here in BNQ Dash Series. Track is in the best condition it's been all night. So these guys, Talent is on the inside of 3 right now, trying to make some big moves on lap number 1. He gets a little bit sideways. He's in the hunt here, so let's not get too reckless here on the first lap.
Reeves around.
That's Steve Sokol in the 12. Tao just drives that 63 that Dan Marak used to race, who's still at home recovering. So it does throw you off a little bit, but we got Patrick Bridey leading. Roger Diebold does very good at this short track, looking for that first win with Christian Breyer in 3rd position.
Breyer, kind of a new face to the series, doing very, very well as he's under pressure here from I believe that's Diebold in the white cart there, on board with Casey Meyer in the familiar 935. He's been with us for the whole season here. Usually a contender, has a couple off nights here and there, but he's pretty solid there, running the top. But it looks like with this Dash class and smaller tires, the lower line might be the way to go as Breyer's trying to make some headway on our leaders. Diebold starts driving away from the field. Bill, this lower line seems to be coming in here late at night.
It does. You see that black groove moving down, track's getting wider. That's going to allow these carts with a little less horsepower and a little less turn to stick and run that shorter line around Millbrook Speedway. And that might open up some bigger passing opportunities. And like always, more mayhem here in the Dash Series.
Yeah, I wonder how much air Diebold has in the right rear. It's probably like 50 pounds or something stupid, because that thing is just hooking and it is gone. He is hooked up tonight.
Yeah, maybe that rubber goes down on that track. He's got it blown up to get that stagger, a little bit of a smaller contact patch. That tire has to round off a little bit because that thing cuts and it drives straight off and he is gone.
Yeah, it's one of those things like Patrick Bridey's starting to learn. He's usually a Busch Series regular, and he's starting to figure out, hey, what do I have to do to this thing? Because I'm sure there's a couple cross washers that get changed and a bunch of air pressure in the right rear, and I don't know, whatever it is, Diebold's got it figured out, and the rest of these guys better figure it out so they can catch him.
Yeah, Brady, you see all the wheel. He's got that thing tied off of 4 like the Daytona International Speedway. Nothing you can do to fix it except put more front aero on it. Definitely not going to touch the mechanical setup on it at all. So let's hope that he can, maybe under this 5-to-go caution, make some kind of shock adjustment on that machine to get that thing to cut. He's scrubbing a ton of speed off the 4.
Trying to cut that thing like the Fed rates right now. They're cutting, but it's not working as aggressive as it needs to be, as Bridey has made an off-track excursion, opening the door for Steven Sokol. And now they're going to battle it out. I was watching the Trump's address to the nation. I thought he'd say something cool, and it was just there's just nothing. Kind of sucked.
Yeah. I don't get me started. I'd love to see him arrest someone. Like our tech shed has done more to stop the bad guys than the Department of Justice right now. You know what I mean? Like, we've bounced more racers for doing illegal stuff than the FBI has. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, we're on board Casey Meyer. But yeah, I agree. It's been tough. All I know is I'm sick of spending $500 at the food store every time I go.
Right.
And having the same salary. You know, that's always good for everybody, especially DNQ racers.
Like the passing here in this feature right now, inflation's a little lower. It's trending downward, which is good. Hopefully in the next year or two it'll be a little bit better. People can afford more tires. People can change the oil in their cars. We're going to throw it down to Vince with an update on our championship contenders.
All right, boys. Here's the story everybody down here is talking about, and it ain't pretty. Campolonga absolutely yard sailed his primary kart in the Busch feature. I mean, that thing hit the wall so hard it probably owes the wall rent now. Totaled, junk, scrap metal with a number on it. So what's he in now? A thrown together Frankenstein backup kart. And when I say thrown together, I mean this thing looks like it was assembled in the parking lot with leftover bolts, a zip tie subscription, and whatever parts weren't still smoldering. The team told me, quote, "If it turns left, we're calling that a win." And Campolonga, he's out there just trying to survive. Doesn't need to win, doesn't need to look good. He just cannot finish last. That's it. Don't finish last and pray Steven Tautges doesn't decide to go full superhero and win this thing. Good news for Zach. Roger Diebold is out front setting the pace. And Tautges is, well, struggling. The 38 looks like he's racing on 4 different brands of tires right now. So as long as Zach keeps the wheels pointed vaguely in the same direction and avoids spontaneous kart combustion, this might actually work out for him. I'll put it this way. Campolonga isn't racing for glory tonight. He's racing for survival, math, and whatever dignity is left in that backup kart.
Not much dignity left, I can tell you that much, man. It says we're watching him run, and as a 26 may pull off the track, that would seal it for Campolonga. No, he stays on. We stay green. It's crazy to think that somebody has a car where they didn't even touch the setup in it, put the air pressure in it, and they still outrun somebody.
Yeah.
That's just pure skill. Nighttime Nightmare is good at times like this. You can see that pitch black sky. His skills are going to come out no matter what. He's a DXU champion himself. You don't get that way for nothing. That means you could jump in a backup car and get out here and win yourself a championship.
There it is, the 5 to go caution. We got 5 laps left in the season, and David Hutchins having a good run there in 4th, and we'll see if
old Triple XL T-shirt himself out there doing real well.
Dude, he's
happy
getting
to see
after
it.
it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love to see him run good in that 69 machine. There's go green. Let's see if Hutchins can do something special here tonight, but looks like Diebold's got the kart to beat, but it is DNQ.
Yates or Byers way down to the bottom, uses up a little bit of Brody there. Is there 3 wide for second place? Oh, Sokol almost turns it around. He gets crossed up.
Oh, no.
Heschel still trying to get
Bridie
second
up
away.
the racetrack. That puts Oscar Mayer Wiener there. They're 4 wide off of turn 4.
Wow, somehow Tautges in the second lane up off of 4 wide. He drops back and lets the rest of them go. I don't know. He probably just lost $6,000 right there by letting them 4 carts go in the Dash Series. He's going to have to get his act together. Right now, there is just absolutely no contest for the lead.
Roger Diebold has not won a DNQ Series race, but after a year of trying, he's going to go ahead and take the win here in the 1ZT's Dash Series. Campolonga survives the storm, and he's going to take home the championship. Let's go down to Victory Lane and talk to our winner.
There he is out in Victory Lane. Shot by Steele. That's a high victory for the year. In the 1ZT's Dash Series, Roger Diebold. Roger, welcome back to Victory Lane. Good to see you here, man.
Man, this is my first time here. I've been standing up here talking to y'all, but never been able to stand in front of the board. So this is the first win. This is awesome, man. This is really cool.
I saw you do a little post-race celebration. I knew we'd talked to you before. Didn't realize this was the first win. What's it mean to get a win here at Millbridge and really end the season strong as well?
Oh, man, it's huge. I mean, we've been building and trying different stuff all season long, and, went with a Hail Mary on this one and hope for the best. And, man, it's been a big learning curve this year. I have to thank all my buddies. I mean, half the garages helped me out at one point or another, borrowed a ton of stuff from them, and I would not be here without all my buddies and all the support from everybody else here. So
that's kind of the way things are with the DNQ Series. Congratulations.
Thank you. Big shout out to my girlfriend and their family for showing up and weathering out the cold, and family and friends that watch and support.
If you're going to do it, might as well go to Victory Lane, that's for sure. That's Roger Diebold. Congratulations on picking up the win.
Thank you.
How about that? Second place finish for Christian Breyer. Christian, congratulations. Solid into the season.
Yes, sir. This is my first time running since the short track last time. Decided to run again and have a great time coming out here every time. I really got to thank James with Mystery Performance. I can't thank him enough. Got to thank Austin Plus for Plus Power, LJ Designs, Professional Clutch Works, Bill for the motors as well, and everybody who comes out and helps me. Alex in the shop last night, Ben, Skip, Peyton, everybody for coming out to support me. It was fun. Like I said before, I didn't have anything for him.
Nothing for him, that's for sure, but got to be solid to end on a high note here.
Yes, sir, absolutely. We'll come back and make it better.
Christian Breyer, a second place run here in the 1ZT's Dash Series. All right. Casey Meyer with a third place run here. Great way to end the season. Congratulations on a podium finish.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
How'd you get up there to that third place run?
So, I don't know. In all honesty, I don't know how I did it. I just my car didn't feel like it was there, but then a couple laps to go, three people got sandwiched with each other, and I just saw an opening and took it.
Nice. I thought because I had you toward the back of the field, that's for sure. Congratulations and really good solid end of the season.
Thank you. It was a solid end for sure.
Casey Meyer down here picks up the podium finish, and that's going to wrap up for our podium finishers here in the 1ZT's Dash Series here this night and this season at Millbridge.
What a great night we had, guys. This is great racing.
Some chapters closing in the championships. We got guys surviving to hang on like Campolonia, and then some new chapters opening. You got Jimmy Allen maybe taking the mantle of the guy to beat next year. We got two first-time winners tonight in Mekhi Hershaw and Roger Diebold. So some exciting things to come in 2026 as we wrap up a very exciting and very successful 2025.
Yeah, amazing night here on the DNQ short track. We saw a lot of close battles. A lot of championships handed out here in the most exciting ways for backup carts for some of them. I expect nothing less from the DNQ series in 2026. It's just going to be an incredible year. I can't wait to get there myself.
We're down here with the multiple-time Cup Series champion and Busch Series champion this year. You get 2 championships this season again. Tell me about this year. You guys had a really special one.
Yeah, we were consistent this year. We won some races, and we hung in there when we needed to. And the last couple of races, I was points racing. I was either going to try to win or finish right behind Jimmy. So we were really shaping up for a good run there. And Jimmy just had a bad couple of races, and it kind of gave me a little room to stretch my legs out. But yeah, it's cool. Busch champion, Cup champion, Dash champion. So. That's pretty cool for trifecta out of the STR trailer. So we'll take it. I think I'm going to retire from Cup and Busch for next year and run Dash and see if I can win championship in that. So
it's cool going for it again.
Yeah, I told Post that I can't do Pro Cup because I ain't got enough belly on me, but we'll try to do that one. My son Gavin, he's going to race Wednesday nights with at Jeremy with Millbridge, and then that'll get him set up for running DNQ when he gets old enough for his driver license and stuff and get out here and run with us. So I might go from driver to dad crew chief. So we'll I'll probably go a lot more gray hair watching him race than me racing. So I'll probably get out there, race with him a little bit. We'll see what he wants to do when he's old enough to do it. And but but yeah, congratulations to Zach and everyone else over there. Pretty special year this year, so we'll take it, and we'll come back next year hopefully a little stronger.
Not a bad day for his birthday either, too. Robert Showalter, multiple-time champion here in DQ.
All right, Zach.
Well, it's officially a three-peat for Zach Campbell. Zach, a hell of a night. Probably going to be sore tomorrow, but man, it's got to feel good to be a three-time champion.
Yeah, it feels really good. I think I'm the first one to do 3 in a row, so that's an honor. First and foremost, Joey, I wouldn't be out here at all if it wasn't for him. CTM Custom Cabinets, Patriot Distributing, Race City Garage Door. Also want to thank everyone that helped me tonight. Yacano, Dornell, Joey Smith, all the Hot Shots crew, Colby. After that flipping bush, we definitely had to go to work. But we got it in one piece for the dash race and just kept it clean and just finished it out.
You guys thrashed to get that thing together. But Zach Campbell, a three-time champion here in Dash. Who do you got to thank for this besides Showalter?
I mean, Ashley and Jeremy, they do an awesome job on doing all multiple track layouts from the big track, short track, Darlington, road course. I'm out here so much working so I can see how the track transitions a little bit. So between sharing notes with Shoei and let him know some secrets, I think that benefits me a little bit. But, Dash is my bread and butter. I love the series.
Zach Campbell, three-time 1ZT's Dash Series champion. Down here at Steve Talbot is your SKE Enterprises Chassis USAC Series champion. I know how much you guys love that, and how much fun have you guys had running this class this year? And you guys have had a really good year. I look at all the trophies here, even in the Dash Series too.
It was really a lot of fun. A little low on car count, but you saw it got better, and we even got our old friend Turbo back out. So hopefully we can get the old truck driver out here, Mike Melton, stop being, you don't have enough time. But we have Matt really helped look at different perspective on things, and it kind of took off at the end of the year, and it's been great. The fields have been good. A little hairy tonight. Must have been the short track. Is it a full moon? No. But especially net positive pools, Jumbotron. We should get a picture up there or something. But anyways, the main thing is kicking Cancer's gas, GSATs for Dash. We couldn't seal it. Glad Zach's okay though. Yeah, I heard he had a pretty big spill. I have to watch it, but glad he's okay. We were able to seal. You see all of them, but we had a good year. Gotta thank the kids, the wife, letting me do this. She's over it. But yeah, great season. Thank Matt, Sokol, G-Stats, Turbo, Mike Melton, all of them.
Steve Towers, your 2025 USAC Series champion. We're a couple beers deep over here, Alex. He sealed the championship in the Professor Clutchworks Pro Cup Series pretty early tonight, so I'm sure the party's already started and is going to go well into the night.
You put me race one of this. You got the stress off the board, so yeah, it started immediately.
So, man, this is an awesome win, awesome championship for you guys. Who do you got to thank for this thing? There's a lot of people getting it here.
I need to start with the wonderful woman holding all the banners right there. Turn the camera around and show her, because she'll hate me for it too. That puts up with my pissed off attitude for the last week or so. I've been nervous about this.
Thank you.
I don't need all your help. I've been in a bad mood just because I've been thinking about all of this, trying not to step on it, trying not to have things fall apart. So first off, she gets it. Mystery Performance, James Edwards, setups all year. There were nights where he'd walk up to me and go, I want to try something. Okay, we're just that little bit off. I want to try something wild. Put it in. And I think that was our second win. It woke the cart up, and it was fast. Professor Clutchworks, Jim Edwards. Again, the hardest hitting clutches you're going to find. If you don't have one, you're missing out. There's no other option. He takes care of us, phone call away. Bill Weidman keeps an eye on our motors. Can't thank him enough. Lee Jordan, LJD Designs. LJ Designs, I hate that so much. LJ Designs makes all of them look good. I mean, I still think some of the best looking chassis or wraps we have. Does all of our t-shirts, our wraps, everything. Everybody that's out here, again, I've been in a terrible mood most of last race, most of this race. I appreciate everybody's help in the shop last night. Just everybody that comes out and helps us. The Lord above, thank you for blessing me with this. I can't say thank you enough. It's awesome to be to do this. Thank you for the series you put on between the racing, fuck you, James, the tech shed, the fact that we actually tech hard, we throw out when it's necessary, and it's a straight line. So just thank you to everybody. Millbridge, thank you for letting us come out here and have some fun, and the designs keep changing, and we just have a lot of fun out here.
There it is. Alex Kirk, your 2025 champion. So now we'll just be wrong.
Back here at Millbridge Speedway, where the 2025 DNQ season is officially in the books. 5 series, 5 champions, and about 500 ways this year tried to blow up on them. Let's put a bow on it. For me, the Cup story starts and ends with Robert Showalter. 4 wins, almost never out of the top 7, and every time Jimmy Allen or Jeremy Murphy landed a punch, Showalter answered right back. My favorite moment? Brandon No Money Hughes winning on the short track. Oh, and watching Allen and Showalter cross each other on the short track without even touching each other. That was a master class on how to race.
Yeah, and it's not like he only did it in Cup. In Busch, Zach Campolonga shows up with speed. The Dollar Hides are throwing haymakers, and somehow when the dust settles, it's still Showalter on top of the chart. The moment that summed it up for me was the Busch finale. Zach kills the primary, and Robert just quietly keeps himself above the danger line. That's how you win a second title in the same year. And then over in the Professor Clutch Works Pro Cup Series, you've got Alex Kirk. He capitalized after Dustin Dunn's tire sample failed. He had the cart to beat after that. Favorite moment was easily the Bubba Long bitch slap that my friends will go down in DNQ history with the Jeff Cordero middle finger.
Meanwhile, if you wanted pure chaos, Dash and USAC had you covered. Zach and Dash was just rude this year. 5 wins, points lead the size of a mortgage, and half the field questioning their life choices. My favorite Dash moment was probably watching D-Bone win tonight's race. That was pretty cool seeing a first-time winner. And in USAC, Stephen Totches turned the buggy deal into a clinic. Week after week, podiums aero-dialed, never really in the dumb stuff. The highlight was that he got Holsmore back out here to race too. And there it is. Speaking of traction, Totches just absolutely ate it in the champagne spray. Somebody clip that, because that's the first time all year he's lost grip on anything.
Yeah, you dominate USAC all season, and the only thing that beats you is a wet back stretch.
But seriously, between him, Holsmore, Roop, Crops, Carson Dollarhide making select appearances, USAC gave us some of the best races of the year. Just enough chaos to be DNQ, but clean enough to show who really had their arrow and their head screwed on straight. So when you step back and look at the year, Showalter runs the table in Cup and Busch, Alex Kirk plants his flag in Pro Cup, Zach Campolonga owns Dash, Stephen Totches turns USAC into his playground. 5 champions who absolutely earned it. We had rookies like Jeremy Murphy and Brad McElrath step up. Veterans refused to go away, and more than a few nights worthy, Berm and the Cockroaches made bigger headlines than the pole sitter. From everyone here with DNQ Racing Network, Eli up here in the booth, Joe trying not to spit out his drink, watching Totches on replay for the 10th time, Vince and the crew down on pit road. Thank you for riding out every lap, every restart, and every disaster with us in 2025 for the last time this season from Millbridge Speedway. Good night, travel safe, and we'll see you when DNQ fires back up for the Winston.